What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick test on the Eastwood MIG 135. It's a MIG welder I picked up for I think like 300 bucks or something like that. So basically I'm going to try to do some testing on some 0.95 wall 1.5 DOM tubing. So chop up some tubes, do some tests, see how well it penetrates the 0.95 wall and how it goes. So I think this could be helpful for somebody who's trying to get some MIG welding done around the home garage, and maybe they want to do like some mash bar, some roll cages, stuff like that, but they don't want to dish out a bunch of money for a high-end welder. I think if you look at the pricing on welders, you can get a really nice one for like, I don't know, like 500, 800, or 1,000 bucks for MIG welding. TIG welding probably like 1,500, I would say. So I don't know. I think if you look at the possibility of maybe making something that you could possibly sell to pay off that amount that you paid for the welder, that you could pay the whole thing off in one roll cage if you're that capable of fabricating. So it's kind of up to you on how much you want to spend. But this is a budget MIG welder. But I've been using it around the shop for sheet metal, stitch welding, all kinds of stuff. So let's see how it holds up on the 0.95 DOM, and we'll check it out. Alright, so here's my welder. It's a MIG 135 by Eastwood. I think I paid about 300 bucks for this thing. It goes from 25 amps to 135 amps at max, infinite adjustable wire speed and volts. Super simple controls, no LCD screen or digital screen. I think this thing's pretty limited, up to about an 1/8 inch thick. 3/16 it says it can do, but it's going to be flux core only with a 35 thousandths wire. I'm running a 30 thousandths wire with CO2 argon mix, and I haven't had any issues with it. And again, you could still weld 3/16. You just got to take your time, go real slow, and crank up the heat on it. So even preheating might be good for you, but it's a good machine. All the internals seem pretty nice. And I believe they sell everything on their website for the consumables to replace it all. But yeah, it's super simple to set up. And it uses a Tweco style torch. So you can go to any like Miller shop or air gas store and buy new parts for it. So yeah, that's the welder. It's pretty small, super compact, so you can throw this in your truck, whatever. Nice little welder. It's been pretty good to me so far. And it comes with this regulator for the tank as well. Hadn't had any issues with this. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much everything you need minus the wire. It does come with some wire, I believe, actually, but I went ahead and got some gas wire. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut up some tubes and check her out. Alright, so I cut a bunch of tubes up. This is some stuff I cut out of a roll cage. It's already painted, so I'm just gonna have to go ahead and clean up the edges where I'm gonna weld, but you know, it's just scrap tube anyway, so basically it's free practice. So yeah, just cut a bunch of these up all around like 2 to 6 inches ish, around there. So I think I'm just gonna hit them all with a flat wheel and get them fit up. I got that cut, got that flapped, got it fish mouthed or notched or whatever and beveled on my edges. And now we can go ahead and tack this in place and get her welded up. Okay, so we got 4 tacks on the quadrants. I've been lately doing on the corners instead of like on the front and sides. That way you can run your bead here where it's most visible. Run your bead here, here, here. For roll cage material, I think that's the best way to go. That way you're not tacking and then stopping your weld directly in the center of the tube where it's most visible. Obviously that's just like an aesthetics thing, but for me, I think it looks better. Helmet sucks too. I'm waiting on a new helmet to come in. Can't see shit with this one. Well, that looks good. That looks pretty good too. You can hear the sound. I had to fill a little bit of a gap there because I didn't spend a lot of time notching it. So basically the throat right here is too shallow, but looks to be penetrated on the inside there too. So looks like we're good. Let's get news. Looking sexy there too. Overlapping, continuous. I like it. Alright. It takes a little bit to get the puddle going. As soon as it goes, it's penetrating well, and then obviously beveling your tubes will help with that penetration. That, my friend, is looking really good actually. Almost looks TIG welded. But can you do that laying on your back inside the car? Okay, I'm trying to get my camera to focus up here. You can see that little, it's not a porosity, it's actually where I didn't fuse it all the way right here on the tip, and that's just because of the bad fit up with the tube. There you go. But you can see the rest of it came out pretty nice actually. So it puts out some good heat, and that's not maxed out yet actually, so I could go a little bit higher. I don't think I need to though. It's actually penetrating pretty well. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is coming through on the inside of the base metal here, so that means we do have full penetration. And let me see if I got this light. There we go. So yeah, for not even having a good fitment, it's looking good. And then I guess that's pretty much all you guys need to see, huh? So if we're doing a 120 wall, we do have another setting for heat there. We can go up a little bit more, so I think you still be able to do 120. I think 3/16 is going to be, you're going to have to move real slow on that one. You could probably swing it. And if you preheat the part, you could do it even better. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good example of the Eastwood MIG 135. For 300 bucks, that's pretty damn good, man. And I think I paid 75 for this cart, which I would never do again because it's kind of like a Chinese cart. Just make your own, it'd be way easier. But yeah, man, hopefully that helps somebody else out there get an idea of what this machine can do. 3/16 plate, like I said, you can weld it. I've welded it, but you have to move pretty slow, turn your heat all the way up, and you'll be just fine, man. So yeah, it's a good little welder, and I've had this welder for almost 2 years now, so it's going good. And they do sell replacement parts for this one, so no issues yet.